Hello, everyone. My name is Laith Al Shamaili, and today I'll be talking about the geotechnical engineering portion of the FE exam, the Fundamentals of Engineering exam. This is my contact information if anybody would like to reach out to me for any comments or suggestions. So here we start off with this question. And it says an undisturbed sample of clay has a wet mass of 102 kilograms, a dry mass of 92 kilograms, and a total volume of 0.051 cubic meters, a specific gravity of 2.65. What is the void ratio? So void ratio E is equal to the volume of voids divided by the volume of solids. And if you don't remember this equation, during the FE exam, you will have two screens, one on the right where is the question that you're solving, and on the left-hand side of the screen, you will have this FE manual. And this manual is for all disciplines. This manual is version 9.5, and this is the civil engineering section, geotechnical engineering subsection. So on the right-hand side, you see the phase relationships and all the different soil properties that we can obtain from these phase relationships. Here we have the void ratio, which is the volume of voids divided by the volume of solids. And if we take a look at a soil, anytime we have a question like this, what I would suggest is you draw a phase diagram. And a phase diagram is something that looks like this. You have three components inside a phase diagram. You have solids, you have water, and air. To the left side of this phase diagram, you can have a weight or a mass relationship. In this case, we are given a mass. The question is saying a wet mass. This means the mass of water and the mass of solids. In a phase relationship, we consider that the mass of air is equal to 0. And the mass of the water, in this case, will be equal to the wet mass, which is 102, minus the dry mass, which is 92 kilograms. So we have 10 kilograms. This is mass of water. For the mass of solids, we are given a dry mass of 92 kilograms. On the left or on the right-hand side of this phase diagram, we have a volume relationship. So we are given that the total volume is 0.051 cubic meters. And then we will have to find a volume of solids, and we'll also need to find, let me do it right here, a volume of water, and we do not neglect the volume of air in the sample. The combination of air and water in the sample is volume of voids. And this is total volume, which is equal to 0.051 meters cubed. Now, we are looking for the void ratio. So just by looking at the question, we have the mass of water, 10 kilograms. And we know that the density of water at standard temperature and pressure, uh, density is equal to mass over volume. And this density is 1,000 kilograms per cubic meter. And that's equal to the mass that we have is 10 kilograms divided by the volume. And we need that volume of water. And this will equal to 0.01 cubic meters. So we have determined the volume of water. So we have this guy, but we need to find the void ratio, volume of voids. So we need to find the volume of air. And we're gonna do that using finding the volume of solids. So let me show you. So if we go back to the manual here, we look at this area of the manual, and we're looking for a relationship where we have a specific gravity, weight of solids, volume of solids, and unit weight. So we see this relationship right here. So this relationship the specific gravity is equal to the weight of solids divided by what? The volume of solids multiplied by the unit weight of water. Now, you have to remember something, that in our question, we are given mass. There's a difference between mass and weight. And hopefully everybody knows what this difference is. We can still use this relationship in terms of mass, not in weight. The only thing that will change is we'll write mass of solids divided by volume of solids. And instead of putting the unit weight in here, we're going to say the density of water. And then this becomes very simple because we have the specific gravity of 2.65. So we have 2.65 is equal to mass of solids, 92 kilograms, and then divided by what we're trying to find, which is the volume of solids, multiplied by the density of water, which is 1,000 kilograms meter cubed. So we'll find the volume of solids by using our calculator. We have 92. So the volume of solids is 0.034 cubic meters. And that's the volume of solids. So now we have the volume of solids. Now, remember, to find the void ratio, we need the volume of voids and the volume of solids. So we can easily find the volume of voids, but first we have to find the volume of air. And what I mean by this is, you see here we have the total volume. We have these two. We can find the volume of air. And once we find the volume of air, we can simply add the volume of air to the volume of water, and then we'll have the volume of voids. So let's do that right here. So we have the total volume, which is 0.051, and that is equal to the volume of solids we just calculated, plus the volume of water, which we also calculated, and the volume of what? Of air. Now, the volume of air is going to be equal to 7 0.007 cubic meters. Now with that, we can find simply the volume of voids, which is equal to the volume of air plus the volume of water. And this will be 0.017 cubic meters. Now we found the volume of voids, correct? Yes, we found the volume of voids. And we can simply use the relationship that we have. E is equal volume of voids divided by volume of solids. So we have 0.017 divided by, what is the volume of solids? It's 0.034. And what will this equal to? 0.5. And this is our voids ratio. So answer B is our correct answer. So not too bad, because I'm trying to explain all the steps. It might take a little more time than what you need to aim for. And with this one, we can move to number 2, which is very similar. And this is saying that there's a total mass of 23.2 grams and a volume of 12 centimeters cubed, an oven dry mass of 21.2 grams, and a specific gravity of 2.5. They are also asking for the void ratio. Now, I wanted to give this problem so you are very aware that during your exam, because remember from the example we just solved, the void ratio has no units. So as long as I am consistent in the units that I'm using, meaning I'm dividing the volume of voids in centimeters cubed over volume of solids in centimeter cubes, then everything will check out and be correct. So you want to avoid unnecessary conversions that will waste your time. So again, if I don't want to, well, let's do it. We'll construct a phase diagram again, but it will be exactly the same as the one before. So here we'll have solids, water, and air. And what we are given here is the oven dry mass is 21.2 grams. The sample has a total mass of 23.2. So that's the total mass is this 23.2 grams. The mass of water is simply 23.2 minus 21.2, which is 2 grams. Now, again, the mass of air will be 0 grams in all phase relationship questions that you will have on the FE exam. And here we are given a total volume. And this total volume is 12 centimeters cubed. Now, with that, we have a specific gravity. We can find the volume of solids with that. This is the volume of voids, which is volume of water plus volume of air. And here we have the volume of solids. And again, we'll start with the basic relationship that density is equal to mass divided by volume. And because we have grams and we have centimeter cube, we can say that the density of or the density of water is 1 centimeter or 1 gram per centimeter cubed, and that's equal to the mass that we have for water, which is 2 grams, divided by the volume. So the volume will be 2 centimeters cubed, and that will be the volume of water. So if we say here, there's, let me rearrange this for a second. This is 2 centimeters. This is volume of water. And for the volume of the solids, we have a specific gravity, and you can always refer to this manual, and we'll use the same equation. So we have specific gravity is equal to the mass of solids divided by the volume of solids multiplied by the density of water, because we are dealing with mass, not with weight. And with that, we have 2.5, which is specific gravity. Mass of solids, 21.2 grams, divided by volume of solids multiplied by density of water, which is 1 grams per centimeter cubed. And now we can easily find this using our calculator. I'd encourage you to use your calculator while I'm using it. That way you can do some practice. So this will give us a volume of solids of 8.48 centimeter cubed. Now, with this, we have the volume of solids, which is 8.48 centimeters cubed. And we can do the same step as before, because we have the total volume, which is equal to 12 centimeters cubed. So we can say that the total volume is equal to the volume of air plus volume of water plus volume of solids. We have 12, and the volume of air, we're trying to find it, and the volume of the water is 2, and the volume of solids is 8.48 centimeters cubed. So the volume of air is going to be equal to 1.52 centimeters cubed. And now the question is asking for the voids ratio again. So void ratio is equal to the volume of voids divided by the volume of solids. And the volume of voids is what? It's the volume of air plus the volume of water, which is 2, I believe. And that is divided by the volume of solids, which is 8.48. And so we have plus 2 divided by 8.48, and that is equal to 0.383. And if we look at our answer choices, this is around 0.4, and we'll say that A is the correct answer.